Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Philly Old Head Review. Today, our guest is a young lady that I saw with a lot of energy. She's a massage therapist, um, and she's doing a few other things. I'll let her talk about that. Um, so I'll let her go ahead and introduce herself.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Iris. My business is Touched. I am a massage therapist, as he says. I'm also a health and wellness coach. I just stay in, the health field for the most part.
Hmm.
I currently work at a spa 3 days a week, and then outside the spa, I do my own business the remaining days of the week. So,
It's good. So, how did you get into massage therapy?
a good friend of mine, I was at a down point in life, and a good friend of mine, she's also a massage therapist. She works for the Jets. She was like, "Girl, just do massage school. Go do it." And I trusted her, and I just went to school for it, and ended up loving it. I felt like the last 3 years prepared me up for this year, and it was one of the best choices I made. It
Mhm.
taught me a lot about myself. It taught me about others. And aside massage therapy, it expanded my mind to bigger things that is helping me actually create more possibilities for myself.
Excellent, excellent. Talk a little bit about the health and wellness aspect of what you do.
All right, so I've always been in sports, but when I stopped doing sports, I gained a little bit of weight. And, women are very self conscious of that. But I like to eat. So I'm not the person that you go on a diet with because I'm breaking a diet.
Right.
I love to eat. I do have things that I don't eat, but that's just my preference.
Hmm.
And I taught myself that moderation, even in moderation.
Yeah, exactly.
So, as far as the health and wellness goes, I do different products to help maintain that the way I like to eat. I use Herbalife. I use a product called Total Life Changers.
Hmm.
Um, both
They,
products,
they compete in companies, right?
they do. However, I use them for different resources and different things.
Right.
For example, Herbalife I use strictly for meal replacements, and
Hmm.
I also get my collagen from there.
Right.
I actually make an energy tea for my athletes. I do this, they love it. It helps them keep hydrated. It helps with cramping. It helps with inflammation within the body. And that's something that, Total Life Changers doesn't exactly have yet. Whereas on the other end, when I want, I told you I like to stay at a certain weight goal, I maintain my weight by doing detox teas. So then that's when I use my Total Life Changers. I also use they have these great energy capsules. And with me working almost 7 days a week, I travel a lot. Sometimes I'm driving, sometimes I'm flying. It's just like a lot on my body. And sometimes I'm just down. I don't like to do too much caffeine things because there's a crash. So they have really great products for energy, detox. They have multiple items. They have immunity boosters. So when I'm traveling, I don't get sick. I take
Hmm.
this liquid multivitamin with them that is my medicine because I don't take medicine. So like if I'm
Right.
feeling down, I take a double shot of my multivitamin and I'm back up again. So like I use both products for different things.
Yeah, I like the liquids myself as well, um, especially with the multivitamin. You talked a little bit about collagen. I have arthritis throughout my body, so that's another thing that I'm passionate about. Um, Talk a little bit about before we get into the different types of massages. I'm gonna switch this up a little bit. What would you say to somebody who aspires to be a massage therapist? What kind of advice would you give them?
Make sure it's what you want to do and someone else isn't trying to tell you. I say that with anything that you want to be. It's not just massage therapy, but massage therapy takes a lot on your body. And I say that for instance because Saturday we were supposed to get together
Right.
and That wasn't even one of my biggest tournaments. My biggest tournament was probably last weekend in Vegas. But this past Saturday, after the game, I went home, I took an ice bath. I was preparing myself for my next client, a private session. I couldn't do it.
I saw you were worn out. I saw that.
I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I had to call my client. I had to apologize, offer a refund, or just do a reschedule.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my consistent clients, so he was okay with it, and we rescheduled for today. But I went to sleep at like 3, didn't wake up until 8:30. My whole body from head to toe was in pain, like pain.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I took a hot shower and then I went straight back to bed. Woke up Sunday morning to go straight back to work. And it's just like, it's a lot on your body. I don't know. I believe in energies. Not everyone does, and that's okay. But when you do massage therapy,
Mm-hmm.
you try not to transfer energy, but it's hard. It's hard, especially because when I'm dealing with athletes, they hold the most energy.
Mm-hmm.
They're tense, their muscles, they don't stretch. There's tons of things that they don't do that they should do. So you take on that weight sometimes. And this Saturday, I took on a lot of weight. So make sure it's something you want to do and you're doing it for the right reasons. I do it because I like to help others, which is why I'm in the entire health field. Like, it's
Right.
not just about losing weight, it's about feeling good on the inside, because you look just as much as you feel. Like, you know what I mean? You're not beautiful. You're not none of that if you don't feel that yourself on the inside. You're
Right.
not strong if you don't feel that on the inside. And that's why I do all these products to help back me up for the things that I do.
Okay. So let's get more into the massage. I'm sure everybody knows, or at least has heard of massage therapy or getting massages. I mean, I've had some in the past myself, but I do know that there are different types of massages for different ailments. So why don't you touch on that a little bit? The different types of massages that you do and what they're for, and what type of ailments may benefit from certain type of massage.
All right, so one of the ones that I started off with at the spa that I work at is lymphatic drainage.
Mhm.
And a lot of women now are getting their bodies done. They get lipo, they get BBLs, breast augmentations, all types of cosmetic surgery. And when you're putting all that stress on your body and you're doing all these surgeries, it's very, very important to get massage afterwards. The reason why I say that is because if you don't heal properly.
Mm.
Your
Okay.
body needs to release all these toxins and fluids that are built up. And, you know, they eat sodium, they still eat the same afterwards. So the more they eat, the more their body is just holding in, and they end up swelling and swelling and swelling. So in order to release all that, they need lymphatic drainage. Um, it's probably more important than the surgery, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So that is the basic part of their healing process. And then during the week, what I've gotten into for myself is sports massage.
Mhm.
Um, I deal with a lot of different athletes. I'm getting into the soccer field and basketball. Currently, I'm with the football. And, they're a little bit more basic. It's more so stretching and prepping for the game. After the game, it's more so recovery techniques for them. They're a little bit of shorter sessions. And then I have therapeutic clients as well, where they come on a regular. Some come
Right.
every 2 weeks, some come every once a month, maybe.
Mhm.
That I find everybody needs. Everybody needs a therapeutic massage. Everyone works. Everyone, even if you don't work and you're at home, there's things that you do on a daily basis that your body takes a lot of stress from. I learned in school that when we go through traumatic experiences, your body actually, your muscles hold those memories.
Mhm.
So it's important to just take care of your body, just like you take care of your car. One part starts failing and you don't take care of it, another part's going to go and another part's going to go, and your body is the same way. Your entire body's connected, so it's really important to take care of it. And I find that the therapeutic is one of the most important. There's other types. There's Reiki. Those are more spiritual ones. But there's all types of massage modalities. But those are the three that I mainly specialize in: therapeutic, sports, and lymphatic.
Okay. Now, are you doing all this by yourself, or do you have a team of people that work with you?
Um, at the spa, I work for my good friend that I
Uh-oh.
work for my, sorry, did I disconnect?
No, I'm still here.
Okay. At the spa, I actually work for my friend that recommended I go to school. So
Mhm.
as far as the lymphatic goes, there's a team there. As far as sports goes, I'm working on a team. I need a team.
Okay. Y'all hear that out there? She needs a team of people.
I do need a team. I need ladies in every city because, for instance, this weekend I'm double booked. I have one of my teams, they're a minor league football team, and they're in the playoffs, and they kind of needed me this weekend, and I'm not going to be able to be there because I have a tournament down in Maryland that I already committed to. But I travel all over. I go all the way out to the West Coast, so I prefer to have women in every city, so that way I want to build a brand where I can give people jobs and I can network with other different organizations and just have women do massages wherever. They want to travel, they can travel, but it'll limit me from traveling because I travel a lot. I
Yeah,
don't remember
yeah.
last
I see
weekend.
that. I see it. So you saying you want a team of women? You don't want no men massage therapists or what? What's
I
what's going
wouldn't
on?
mind, but to be honest with you, a lot of the athletes, they don't like the men
Oh
therapists.
yeah, touch rubbing on them and stuff.
So I'm actually I was working on a women's flag football league, and I could probably use men for that one. I haven't gotten that one yet because it's down in North Carolina, and I'm not able to really consistently travel there for their games and stuff. But with the flag football world, it's actually bigger than I ever imagined.
Yeah, a
Well,
lot of leagues out there.
tons, and they start at kids. Like I think I'm getting my son into it, and he's 3, so they start from the age of 3, and they go all the way up. And men, female, co-ed teams, children, adults. There's a lot of ex NFL players there. Um, there's even some that still play for the NFL. Some of them are not contracted, so they're allowed to play other leagues and things. So it's a growing, they're actually looking to be in the 2022 Olympics, which is really big and which is really big for me as well because that's where I'm hoping to go. So
All right, okay, big things, y'all. Listen, she's got a lot of energy, and if anybody want to get down with her, we'll have her contact information below. I watched some of her videos. Saw you over there in Jersey. You got the whole field lined up with people stretching and exercising and stuff. She doing her thing. Uh, so right now you're based in Camden or Philly?
so I'm actually from the suburbs of Philly, right outside in Bucks County.
What,
Most
Benzel?
of my Yep, around that area, basically like Langhorne area.
Okay, all right. I used to work in Marsville, so yeah, I'm familiar.
Exactly. That's actually where I live, to be
Okay,
exact.
there you go.
So I'm based out of here. I do a lot of work in Jersey, a lot of work in New York, and a lot of work in Philly. Philly is probably like my home that
Hmm.
I do most of my work and where I actually started. I started at the Philly Bowl this year, and it was a great experience, and it only opened more doors for me because I met so many nice people. And a good thing about sports, they're so family oriented. Like they all have families, they all have kids, they're very understanding. There's times where my son comes and travels with me, and he's on the field right along with me.
Hmm.
Um, One of the teams I play for, he acts like a coach for the football team. He's
Right.
just really involved with me. So it's really nice to be able to have my son there with me.
Hmm. So being that you're still a young lady, um, and we know it's a lot of young ladies out there, unfortunately, out in the streets and stuff like that, looking for some type of direction. Um, they don't know what they want to do. They don't know where to go. What can you say to inspire them to, even if they don't want to be a massage therapist? And we touched on it earlier a little bit. Just give them a tidbit based on where you came from to where you are now. Remember that place where you talked about you were down, and now you're where you are, and you're doing big things, and that doesn't stop the struggle, but it helps that you have some direction. What can you say to them to encourage them?
So I was in a really, really struggling relationship when I was told to join. And it's a relationship I couldn't get out of. And it took me kind of a couple years for me to realize that I was the one putting myself in that relationship. And by me going to school, it just makes you it made me so much more aware. But people can do that on their own. You know, there's things that we know and we just don't want to admit to it. I actually was licensed for massage therapy before I started the practice. And what made me start the practice is I lost my 4-year-old daughter this past April.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And thank you. And it was hard. And she was my first. So I thought to myself, if the roles were switched and I had died and she was still living, what would I want her to do? And I would want her to continue with her dreams. I would want her to push even harder. You know, I would want her to want from nobody. I would want her to do it herself, with me there or without me there. And then I took a leave from my job. I was working at T-Mobile, and I took a leave for my daughter's death.
Right.
And when COVID hit, they fired me. So I prayed, I meditated. I'm a firm believer in meditation and prayer, aligning yourself with the universe. And I took a leap of faith. And it was probably the best choice I made. And I took it on myself and the things that I love to do and the things I wanted to do. And not only am I a massage therapist, I do plan on doing motivational speaking at one point in my life, just to encourage others that it doesn't matter what you go through. You can be homeless. There was a time when I was homeless.
Yeah.
You could be in an abusive relationship, because there was a time where I was in an abusive relationship, but it's what you focus on. You continue focusing on the negative things in your life, law of attraction, you're going to continue receiving negative things in your life. You have to change your way of thought. You have to change your actions. And it's all within oneself to do those things. And of course, like I say, I always say moderation and moderation. So and that goes with anything, whether it's with a diet, whether it's with changing your lifestyle, whether it's in job careers, you know, whatever it is that you want to do, it is your job to make yourself happy and to do those things. And the biggest part of it is beginning with your mindset. And you have to constantly remind yourself that you can do these things. You got to constantly say to yourself affirmations that make you feel good and that inspire you to continue and going. Because there's other parents that I know that's lost children and they start drugs. They go down a spiraling hill and it's really bad. They forget about the other children that they had, you know. And for me, I had another son that I had to step my game up for. You know what I mean? So it's all about the mindset. And that's with whether you want to do massage, whether you don't. But if you're in a pit and you want to get out, first thing you need to change is that mindset of yours.
Okay, that's good. We all got that struggle. You know, did you have anybody to lean on?
My family is a very great support system. I'm more of an introvert, so
I wouldn't believe that.
I am. So I really don't, you know, I feel like I'm there more for them than they are for me. So I work. That's how I get through my struggles. I work. I want to see progress. I want to see success. I want to see things that I wanted to provide for her. I want to provide for my son. And, you know, that's what helps me get through. I'm a little busy bee. So that's how I get through.
Yeah, I know you are. All right. So if anybody want to get in contact with you, are you still doing, you said you're still doing the private sessions too, right?
Oh, yes.
In this area, or, you know, I know you say you're traveling a lot. So
I travel. My New York clients pay a little hefty price for me to come out there, but I go up to New York. That's the furthest my private sessions has leaded me to so far. And also when I'm actually away, a lot of team members, they do private sessions as well. But most of my private sessions are based out of Philly. and Jersey because I'm in the middle of both.
Okay. So you want to give them that information if they want?
So you can reach out to me on Instagram at touched_iris. You can also reach out to me through my business phone, 215-909-1074. And if you wanted to email me, it's touchedbyiris@gmail.com.
All right, y'all. Y'all got the information. Like I said, this young lady, I've seen her videos. She has a lot of energy. She's focused. You heard her story. She seems like she's a very beautiful person, inside and out.
Thank you.
So give her that play. And if anybody wants to join her team, make sure you contact her. All right.
Please do. I need a team, please. And I
Yeah.
appreciate this opportunity. Thank you so much for reaching out to me.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We gonna talk again. All right.
All right.
All right. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button, and share. All right. Take care.